Have you ever wondered how an accusation can change someone's life? How quickly people jump to conclusions? And why speaking up isn't always the best solution? Welcome to my deep dive into the daunting waters of the Tana Mongeau and Cody Ko allegation, where reputations hang in balance and the facts don't appear favorable. Both sides will be talked about equally, so stick around till the end. Get comfy, hit that like button and join me for an informative yet critical analysis to shed light on the complexities of this situation. For the purpose of this video, I will call each person by their first names. YouTuber Tana Mongeau, who has amassed 5.43 million subscribers, is well known for her eccentric lifestyle vlogs. She has earned a reputation over the years for misleading TanaCon attendees by never giving them their money back, engaging in sexual deviance, using the N-word, for which she has already issued an apology, and lying. She has occasionally posted statements of regret for past incidents in efforts to diffuse tension, but other times she has fanned the flames. Tana's past association with Shane Dawson, Bella Thorne, and Jake Paul include their varying degrees of concern. Cody Ko, another YouTuber with 6.1 million subscribers, creates reactionary content. His YouTube character parallels that of a laid-back frat boy who cracks the occasional joke. His 6-second Vine videos made him popular before he moved to YouTube. Cody has apologized for using the N-word in one of his Vine videos on his Patreon page, but not on any other public platform. Additionally, Cody has collaborated on songs with artists like Space Rangers, Matt Miggs, and Noel Miller. Tana Mongeau has claimed over the years that Cody Ko had intimate relations with her when she was 17. On June 21, episode 88 of the Cancelled with Tana Mongeau and Brooke Schofield podcast, Tana stated to Paige Camerlin that Gabby Hanna at a playlist live where she pulled him, Cody, aside and, Gabby Hanna, told him like, yo, she's 17, and then we, Cody and Tana, still went and hooked up, followed by this isn't just some crazy tea. Tana also claims that during a live, cancelled broadcast in May, Cody had the tiniest bleep she has ever seen in a now viral TikTok video. Numerous cruel and derogatory comments were made when Tana revealed these allegations. I want to be clear, this is not at all appropriate or ethical. Even if someone has a reputation for being vulgar, if they endured or witnessed a crime, they should be able to speak up. But at the same time, if someone commits a crime, call the police and speak with an attorney instead of going online. It is important to keep in mind that the situation is not being addressed civilly or legally, putting both their reputations at risk. This is an allegation. It has not been verified, and until it is, it remains just that, an allegation. It's so important to avoid defaming anyone based on unverified information. Everyone deserves the right to a fair process, and it's crucial to respect that, even in the court of public opinion. This serious claim involving Cody and Tana is circulating online, probably causing chaos for Cody. The accused may be experiencing anxiety, despair, frustration, and loss of identity, leading to uncertainty about his future which impact his job regardless of evidence. Notable opportunities, and former contractual collaborations get cancelled and monetary influx decreases. Cody, who was presumably raised in a supportive environment, pursued and completed a computer science degree from Duke University. After university, he traveled across Asia and co-founded a tech startup as a programmer. The dull nature of his job eventually led him to relocate to LA, where he shared videos on social media platforms like Vine and YouTube. Cody's content, which is full of jokes and opinions, resonated with a wide audience, leading to a significant growth in his followers. Cody's life shows how adaptability and humor can drastically change one's life trajectory. Cody's family is also under scrutiny as their private lives are being invaded by public curiosity. The stress of seeing a loved one accused of such a crime can be immense, leading to emotional distress, a lack of support, and isolation. However, Cody's wife and child are not the accused. Cody's friends are also affected, even if they stop speaking before this issue, because they are being caught in the crossfire of public opinion. Cody's silence on recent allegations has led to increased criticism and speculation. Offensive comments on his YouTube channel are being removed. The situation underscores the internet's role in amplifying speculation, potentially causing harm. It's important to remember that real lives are affected, and the comments section isn't a gossip center. Legally, it's advisable to stay calm, gather evidence, seek legal counsel, and remain silent. Handling such matters privately is often more prudent, despite some online demands. If you've made it this far, thank you. Tana, the accuser, is grappling with the emotional fallout of her allegations with her supportive friends through this volatile period. She's received both support and backlash from the online community. A supportive comment read, "It took me so long to process some of the essay I've gone through to realize it was abuse. Keep unpacking it, girly, we stand by you." Conversely, some have inappropriately questioned her about what she wore on the day of the alleged incident. This line of questioning is not only inappropriate but could potentially be considered a criminal offense, given the nature of the allegations. Tana has been open about her upbringing and the challenges she faced. On the H3 podcast, she admitted to essentially raising herself and being careful about revealing certain details to avoid legal issues. 2 years prior to H3, she previously discussed her background on the Unfiltered podcast, revealing that her biological parents failed to provide structure, responsibility, or routine she needed. This caused her to leave high school and become fully adopted by the parents of her best friend when she was just 15. Tana knows that her upbringing led to her rebellious nature, but it also gave her the motivation to boldly seek and assert her independence. It's important to note that the allegation occurred when she was 17. However, it appears that Tana did not receive the care and guidance she needed during her developmental years. Given that her adoptive parents were raising 3 other children, it raises questions about whether they were aware of the adult nature of some of her content. Perhaps, if Tana had been appropriately protected and cared for, this allegation and many other questionable events would not have taken place. Raising 4 children is a formidable task, and I applaud the adoptive parents' efforts to maintain their family. This context is crucial in understanding the complexities of her situation and the allegations she has made. Further into episode 88 of Cancelled, Tana stressed that this isn't just some crazy tea, to which Paige concurred, adding that Tana Mongeau's intimate interactions with Cody Ko were disgusting, and I also think when you're that age, you think you know everything. Tana continues by saying that she was a fan of Cody's, and that people should be aware of how highly suggestive the circles in LA and Vegas can be. In response, Paige emphasizes the naivete that comes with teenagers by saying, "You think you're way more mature than you actually are, and then, from our age now. Oh my god, you were a child, you were young." Despite the commentary by people online, Tana has continued posting. To those who believe that this occurrence was a once-in-a-lifetime situation or that such situations are not romanticized, I have examples to the contrary. With minimal research, it is simple to find young adult romances that romanticize age gaps and power dynamics. These images are provided for reference only. They are not meant to incite hatred or contempt toward the writers, authors, or anyone else connected to these works. Twilight, Angel Unseen, A Court of Thrones and Roses, 16 Candles, and Bunny Drop are a few examples. Granted, many other adult romances with age differences and power dynamics between adults are more acceptable. My goal is to demonstrate how typical this is. Does this mean it is ethically right? No. In Florida, where the allegation occurred, the 2023 Florida statutes state that, 1. A person 24 years of age or older who engages in sexual activity with a person 16 or 17 years of age commits a felony of the second degree, punishable as provided in S. 775.082, S. 775.083, or S. 775.084. 4. In a prosecution under this provision, the victim's past sexual behavior is not relevant. Thus, it would be illegal if Cody and Tana had engaged in any intimate activity. No more, no less. In the context of Tana's exposure to the hypersexualized world she grew up in, Paige adds on the Cancelled podcast that at that time, 17. You don't really know what you're doing, and like you don't really think it's wrong. Tana doesn't see it that way, even if this incident that may have occurred was illegal. Rolling Stone and the H3 podcast had already shared the narrative, but it wasn't until social commentator D'Angelo Wallace shared his opinion that the allegations came under mass public scrutiny. While I understand the need for more details, Tana did not address whether she had already tried to legally implicate Cody. She also said that she had more pressing matters and opted to publicly name him on multiple occasions. Internet strangers began to wreak havoc on his reputation, with some labeling him a name that refers to someone who ruthlessly exploits others. Tana mentioned other, older people she had intimate relationships with when she was younger, but she didn't mention their names. When Tana first started using YouTube, a lot of the people in her immediate circle and network allowed her to be taken advantage of as a young person. Collaborations and over-sexualization of her older thumbnails on YouTube suggest ignorance or exploitation. She has not removed them, and for obvious reasons, I will not share them here. Online criticism of others is not the same as real accountability. Again, due to Florida's age of consent rules, it is illegal for a 25-year-old to have an inappropriate relationship with a 17-year-old. This illustrates how other adults failed to protect Tana as a child. Until a verdict is made, please refrain from intensifying an already heated public narrative. If you or someone you know is being taken advantage of, seek help. U.S. helpline numbers will be in the description. Disclaimer: the images used in this video are for reference only and do not reflect the actual thoughts and opinions of these individuals. None of the images used are my property. I do not claim any of the images.